Hello my garden scholars, I'm your plantologist Archie Warner. The plant you are discovering today is the Bloomstruck Hydrangea, and now that you've taken a few moments to discover its basic habits, I'm going to grow your knowledge and tell you what really sets this shrub apart from the rest. Now the Bloomstruck Hydrangea is from a group of hydrangeas that are known as mopheads in regard to their flower shape. While these mophead hydrangeas do have a lot of distinctive characteristics, the Bloomstruck Hydrangea has rose to the top of that pack for its beauty, strength, and ease of growth. The Bloomstruck Hydrangea is definitely an eye-catcher in the garden, but for many different reasons. First is its compact mounded shape that always makes this plant look neat and well kept. Next is its extremely dark green leaves that boldly stand out from the traditional greens in our gardens. Also, if you look closely, its stems and leaf veins have a dramatic reddish purple color to them that nicely contrasts with these leaves. Finally, the most desirable characteristic is definitely its flowers. The Bloomstruck Hydrangea boasts large, 5-inch blooms that repeat from early summer all the way into fall. Now these flowers can be a range of different colors from shades of blue all the way to dark pink, and the reason for this is the soil's pH. In order to get blue flowers, the soil condition must be acidic, and if this is desired, it can be achieved by adding an acidifier such as sulfur to the soil as directed. If pinks or reds are desired, a higher pH is needed, and by adding lime into the soil will help achieve this goal. The Bloomstruck Hydrangea is also much easier to grow than other mopheads because of its superior resistance to the normal diseases that plague hydrangeas like powdery mildew. It also blooms on new and old wood, taking the guesswork out of trimming your hydrangea. All you need to do is cut it back in early spring to a few feet above the ground, or to the point just below winter dieback. With all the great attributes of this shrub, the Bloomstruck Hydrangea does benefit from favorable site conditions. Although it can take full sun in northern states, it does perform best with late day shade, and in southern states, this late day shade is an absolute must to thrive. This hydrangea is also shade tolerant, but should have 4 to 5 hours of sunlight in order to bloom well. Soil conditions are also important. The Bloomstruck Hydrangea needs constantly moist but well-drained organic soils to grow. Dry, sandy soil or excessively wet conditions will cause it to perform very poorly. The Bloomstruck Hydrangea may be the most rewarding plant in our landscape when properly cared for, and it works great when planted as a border hedge or when grouped together in mass to fill up large areas. It also works nicely to frame doors and walkways or as a single specimen to attract attention. Well, so long my gardening scholars, and as always, if you would ever like additional help, never hesitate to ask.